Hey everyone, today it's Kai with buddy Andy, and we're cracking next stage booster packs. So instead of just making it like a really lame, well you can crack one too. Instead of making it a really lame video where it's just me cracking packs, we're also answering questions that we got on Twitter about basically anything. So we can start just by opening stuff first. I got a Neo Nectar one, I think. Yeah,
I got a Gears one.
Gears is red for some reason. Crazy. Alright, so Andy, you start cracking and showing us. Andy's cracks are actually amazing. Better than mine all the time, so... Yeah, alright. Let's start off with a question. So... this is from Muhammad. We know Muhammad. I can't say his last name.
I can't either.
He knows who he is, alright? Mr. Genesis Man. Alright, what are your predictions on what will be the most popular decks for Premium will be in a format where no one places on? So, predictions. Okay. I don't know. It's actually a really good format if there is no Zazan. Because, like, everything is playable. I think OTT will still be strong. But, yeah, just basically everything is pretty open. It's a pretty open format, pretty playable. Riviere will still be around if it doesn't get hit, so that will definitely be really good. First double R, is that any good?
Melum, it's a Melum.
Oh, it's Melum. It's new Melum. Looks pretty sick. Yeah, so I'm thinking something like OTT will still be strong. Murakuma will be really cheap to get into and be really strong too, but like less overpowered than it currently is. And yeah, Riviere is also there too, so if that doesn't get hit, it's still a thing. Dark Irregulars will also be pretty good, because Dark Irregulars is pretty good now, but then it's getting Charlotte support later on, so yeah, those decks, pretty much. Moving on to a...
Smoke Gear Dragon.
That's not bad. Smoke Gear is pretty good.
Oh, it's a strike fodder.
Everything, it makes everything a strike fodder, right? Hey, move it across, dude.
Oh, yes. Yes.
There it is, yeah.
Yeah, it makes everything into a strike fodder.
Okay, so let's do a troll question from Nikki Goldman. What should I eat today?
I just had sushi.
Huh? I haven't had anything. What the heck? So, what should I eat today? So, what's the time zone in America? If it's morning, you should eat Vegemite.
I think it's early morning.
Early morning. Okay, so if it's morning, you should eat Vegemite. Then at lunch, you should have a barbecue. Wait, what's that? Is that
It's a token. That's an
it's a
Usher token.
Yeah, so lunch, you should have a barbecue. Very Australian thing to have. And then for dinner, there's only one thing you can have for dinner, right? HSP. Yeah?
Do they even have HSP over there?
I don't know.
Because
Yeah.
I don't think anyone knows what a HSP is unless you're Australian.
Well, now you're going to learn, right? You're going to learn.
Got a crit. Got a Sentinel. Got a new crit now.
Okay, cool.
How good is this card?
It's alright. So it's just a double R, dude. Don't get your hopes up.
I just want the SP pack.
Let's learn about HSP, right? So imagine a kebab with none of the crap that you don't need, none of the salad, right? So you just have meat on top of chips or French fries, as you'd call it, and then you dump sauce on top of it. Oh,
Oh, VR.
cool.
Asha.
Nice. Yeah. So you dump like garlic and barbecue sauce on top, and then you're done. That's it. And then just eat like a whole stack of this, and you're pretty much full for 3 days. So if you have that every night, your arteries become so clogged, you basically become immune to all the poisonous insects in Australia. So that's the secret. I'm not a doctor. Don't trust me.
Hey, counter blast free, draw free cards.
Yeah. It's a nice order cover. But yeah, I'm not a doctor. Don't trust me on that. But that's basically how HSP works in Australia.
Oh no. Whatever. It's okay.
Okay, this is a question Andy can actually answer. So, Vanguard.
Oh.
Okay, Vanguard game era. Which one do you dislike the most and why? So it's before Limit Break, Break Ride, Legion, GNV. Which one do you hate the most?
Limit break. Break ride actually.
Why?
Because the game was really, really boring. Pretty much you do nothing until you hit your limit break. So if your opponent never gives you 4 damage, you're just playing a vanilla bash game. It's kind of like playing premium and your opponent's just not riding up and giving you first stride. And it just feels like that.
But
So it was just really, really.
but
lame and boring.
Break Ride era had Link Joker, dude.
That's why it made it. That was why it was even worse. Not only can you not play the game, you just also have to deal with Chaos Breaker Dragon. Like,
Alright, my one would be Limit Break, because we were playing the Japan format then, and you just basically didn't play Limit Break. You just played the end.
yeah, but at least like your deck did something before you hit 4 damage.
I didn't mind Break Ride, dude. Break Ride was cool. The Link Joker.
No, it wasn't.
It had reverse units. Alright. Those are all good things. They were all cool things. I don't know why you don't like it.
It was so boring.
Funny story is that I think everyone quit during Break Ride era, and it was just me playing.
Yeah, I definitely quit during Break Ride. I came back during Strides.
Yeah, Strides. No, you came back during
Stride.
Legion.
No, I didn't come back during Legion.
You did.
No,
you
I didn't.
bought 6 Bermuda decks, dude.
That doesn't count.
Yeah, he came back for like 1 day, and then he quit immediately after we played.
That's because like you were playing the stupid Dimension of Police deck, the EP deck, like the Metal Bulk Sin Buster, right? And like you just keep getting like you draw the Break Ride and draw into your Legion, and then when I tried to play that deck, I either only draw the Break Ride or only draw the Legion.
Okay. Well, there's another question. It's which one is your favorite era? So,
Favorite era?
favorite era.
Definitely V.
What?
I'm not V, sorry. That G.
Okay, alright.
G.
I thought you were crazy. Just
Definitely G. G was the best.
yeah, I think G is just easily.
I
the
think
best.
instead we should like rank which era, from best to worst.
That's pretty hard.
For me, it's G. G is the best.
Yeah, but what about the rest? The rest.
Well, if you put Break Ride at the bottom and then you go backwards, right? So for me, the best was G. Then it was the end meta,
Wow, so lame.
cross ride meta,
Yeah.
and then there was the before cross ride meta, so before Limit Break meta, and then V, and then Limit Breaks at the end. I hated Limit Break. Legion was actually better than Legion was actually really good, but
Pretty sure it's like G and then Legion, dude. Legion is like
no, but I
actually-
didn't play Legion, so I can't
Could
say
you
much.
quit? Could you quit?
I didn't play Legion, so
Yeah,
I don't know.
So G and then Legion for me, and then probably like
Hey, it's Suleiman.
Suleiman. Yeah.
Suleiman, the new one.
Nice. Where's your SP though, dude?
It's in the other box.
Unlucky. Yeah, so it's G, Legion, and then I'd say like OG, and then Break Ride, and then V.
Well, you rate V that low. I like V.
I don't know, like V sometimes feels like an annoying like original meta, OG meta. So that's all you got?
No, that's from the first box. Kinda normal. No, nothing special yet. No SPs, no nothing. But well, that they'll come. Next
Yeah.
box.
So, although, but what about premium? What does premium rank?
I think premium is its own rating, though, right?
But it's still
its
like
own.
if we rated V, right? We should say like
It's too hard to rank
I
premium.
guess it's like a format, not like an era, right?
Yeah, it's a format. Like if anything, you can rate all the premium formats. I think everyone's favorite would be Cezanne.
Hopefully this format's gonna end pretty soon. All right. Speaking of Zazan, can WCC beat Zazan without using it? This is a question from Kira Lee Yagami. The previous question was from Raze. Yeah, so can WCC beat Zazan without using? Yes, we can. We just play Dark Regulage, play Riviere without Zazan, and then hope your opponent also breaks, right? There's a very easy ways to beat Zazan.
Yeah, the best way to break, like, there's actually another really good way is if you buy out all the Zazans in your local meta, then no one has any Zazans.
It's true. They are actually short printed, so there's only 3 a card in, right?
It's really?
No, it's like yeah,
It's 11, right?
Oh, 11. That's
Yeah, there's only
so
11.
So there's not enough for enough playsets. So yeah, if you buy all of them from your
Hey, money.
ooh,
I have an SP one.
sick. If you want to buy the SP one, guess where you gotta go, man.
WCC-TCG.com. And remember to use WCC5 for 5% off.
Yeah, so like these like Strifeford is like broken, man. Broken in price.
Hey, Bramron's $150.
What?
SPs.
Oh, SP is okay.
Yeah.
What about the normal one?
60?
60? Wow. Welcome to Australia. This is from Paul Andre. Idea for a tournament style or tournament cup. Okay, so I actually have a lot of ideas for tournament styles and cups that Andy hates, right? It was like,
I don't necessarily hate them.
it's like I was thinking duos. Duos sound really fun.
Yeah, but how's it gonna work properly?
Yeah, and he's like complaining about ties during Swiss, and I'm like, who cares, man? Just let it roll. What other crazy ideas have you thought of, Andy? You do tournaments.
I don't know.
Wow, this guy's head so far into MMOs right now, he can't think properly. Done, dude.
Oh, what's
Easy game.
next stage? It's like 40 US at the moment, man. Like next stage,
Serious?
it's like 60 AU.
What do you do with the rest of these?
Huh? If it's rares and commons, right?
Okay, alright, cool. So you can't
Yeah, I
think of
got
a tournament cup.
Well, like what? I mean, there's like you can have like leagues and stuff, but the problem with leagues is like you demand commitment from everybody.
Yes.
But you can do something pretty cool. You can do something like a Battle City or like Julius Island type of thing, where you can collect points, star chips, or like in this case it'll be.
The problem with leagues is there's like no.
It's long.
Yeah, they're long, and it's if you miss a couple of ones in the beginning, you just don't want to participate anymore, right?
Yeah, but remember, like there was the Julius Kingdom tournament for Yu-Gi-Oh recently in Japan, where it was like it's kind of like Julius Island, Julius Kingdom Island arc, where you have to collect star chips, and it was a day event.
A day event.
Yeah, so you just go and challenge as many people for star chips, and then try to get 10 to enter the finals, sort of thing. So,
But then if you join late, right?
no, but it's a day thing. So you have to. It's like playing a whole tournament for a day. It's just instead of a normal Swiss, you go around challenging people for the star chips.
Okay. So duelist kingdom, except somehow Vanguard style.
I mean, it's possible.
True. Okay. Here's a question.
Why is there so many tokens?
I don't know. Tokens are. It's Neonectar, dude. It's your favorite clan.
It's Mark's favorite clan as well. Ooh, Innis, the new Innis. I've actually never read any of these cards, so I'm reading them for the first time as a cracking it. Yeah, it's like kind of reminiscent of the old one. It draws a card.
Yeah. Gets super powerful, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is why they actually banned Katrina finally. So here's a good question from Ryan Kai. Right? Who is Ryan Kai? Well, let me ask you this question. What is Ryan Kai? What do you think?
Ryan Kai, isn't he that like isn't that No Name? Was it what? Ryan Kai, Ryan Chung? You know, because we had Ryan Chung, we didn't have Solemn as a commentator for Worlds. Who is that guy anyway, man? Like, think about it, right? Could have been the Solemn Vanguard, but instead we had Ryan Chung.
I can't believe you still remember that post, man.
How do you forget something like that? Yeah, last pack was a double rare. It's Anima.
Anima.
I can't read these.
Hey, we got another Neonectar dice.
I love Neonectars.
Hey, we're missing the Royal Paladin dice, dude.
Cause this box is actually pretty good. Anytime you crack a next stage, you just plus.
Is there any markers?
No special markers.
Wow.
No special markers from this one. They can't. It's kind of sad that they stopped doing the signed waifu markers. I want more of those. Like, this is the third box. I think at this point we can just skip the commons.
Everyone, commons are just commons, man. Alright. So let's pick a more serious one.
Smoke Gear Dragon.
Got
Oh, it's
another
the Tripod one.
Okay. Here's a serious one from Gary Smith. What can a local community do to take the next step into higher regional and world-class competitive play, and what do you consider the main keys to success in search of that goal?
It's actually a pretty good question. All right, so firstly, right, I can tell you that the community here in Sydney, when I first started playing, right, this was during BT03 in Japanese format, so it's actually quite early on. And when I started playing, there was only 4 people playing. It was me and 3 other dudes that just really wanted. Like I got into the game because I saw that the anime was directed by the guy that wrote the Yu-Gi-Oh manga, and I was a Yu-Gi-Oh player, so I started playing this because I really liked OTT. Now, like, pretty much, I just kept pushing the game. I just kept demoing the game. I just kept teaching people into the game, trying to get people. You know, the main important thing is, you know, it's a card game. We all have fun, and because I'm quite a competitive player myself, by pushing the game, you know, and like telling people, like showing them, teaching new players, giving them advice on how to play the game. If they take your advice, that's good. You know, it's just all about nurturing new players, and then it just so happens that the players I nurture became one of the core members of like the community in Sydney. And again, this community started from 4 players, and we literally just kept joining events, like going to events no matter how big or small. And when a new player comes to your local store and see that there is a community, no matter how big or how small, but if it's a community that's consistent, that keeps coming up, that keeps showing up, eventually they're gonna start feeling better about getting into a game because they always know that there's a place to play. And it's something about creating this sort of thing. And then the next step is just, you know, getting together, organizing, going to your closest BCS or things, meet more people, have fun, and yeah, I think that's about it.
Yeah, it's like your local community is very, very important in getting good. Because I know, like in Perth, right? They used to be like a bunch of, like, they're pretty far from everyone else, yeah. And there used to be like a bunch of kind of random players because they're so far from events in Australia that they can't really get to those. It's not easy for them to get to the big events because they're basically on the other side of like America when you think they're like West Coast versus every single event is on the East Coast, right? But because like overall they have events, they get together a lot, and Derek's been like kind of pushing their VGCS scene and stuff like that. They actually had a really, really good showing last year. I think they topped like they top standard, they top premium as well. They got quite a few good tops. So I think that's a really good example of like, you know, a local community getting together and also getting good together. You know,
Yes.
so
Like it was like this, right? Like their community is quite small in comparison to Sydney, and it's really because, you know, Derek created a core group of players that will show up to events, right, whenever they can. And because there's this sense of security for players to get into the game, that there's always going to be a place to play.
invest time into the game as well. Like outside of outside of just like playing at locals, right? If you build a security where if I spend time outside just playing the game, like, you know, looking things up, you know, looking at good decks or like learning to like think outside the box, and it will get rewarded when I go to my locals that is happening like every single day, then there is way more incentive for people to actually do that.
Yeah. And attending like big events like BCSs and all that stuff is actually quite a good personal growth. Like before Derek actively started going to all these events, right, he's an okay player, but after, like, you know, him putting effort in attending all these events, talking to some of the other players, he got to where he is now. Like he's put in a lot of effort to come to where he is now, and he's actually, you know, one of the pretty good players in the world.
Yeah.
Much better than me.
Well, I think that pretty much answers that. Your local community is very important. It's not just Vanguard as well. If you look at every other game, like, you know, Counter-Strike or things like fighting games as well, their local, the goodness of the player, right? How good the player is directly tied to also their locals. It plays a big part in how good they become. So this is a good question. You know, get your locals good, get them secure, get them like happy to play the game, and then slowly, it won't be fast, but slowly, you know, people be like, I want to get better, I want to think outside the box kind of thing, and then they'll just get better like that.
Hey, and for those of you that have a story to share about your locals, you can put it in the comments down below.
That's right. Wow, you're so good at this, man.
You're the YouTuber.
Yeah, but I never asked for comment.
I'm just a random streamer sometimes.
All right, we got big fan Karan Patel.
Ooh. SP.
Wow, that's
Another
a lot
one.
of money, man. Seek. Yeah, so Karan Patel, we met him a few times, I think, in Japan.
Worlds,
From
yeah.
So, who are the best players on your team? A smiley face. Also, WCC Yu-Gi-Oh team when? Okay. So this is kind of like a biased question. Who is the best player? Well, it's actually pretty easy. It's Simon Zhang. Oh, world champion.
World champion, man. Can't get any better than that.
Derek did pretty well this year too. Yeah, he was like third. Yeah.
I mean, Derek did, like, in terms of, like, yeah, I think, what's that?
you just finished your question. Yeah.
Like, Derek was, you know, he performed really well. Like, he's actually catching up to me in wins. If not, he surpassed me.
He's like pretty consistent as well overall.
Yeah, he's a pretty good player. Ooh, that's the first one we cracked.
Wow.
If you like, there's a couple of ways to look at it, right? You can look at like the amount of tops, amount of wins.
Yeah.
I think the winningest player is like
Ryan Kai.
Ryan
No, is it? No,
Kai?
it's not
No,
winning. He's the
it's-
toppiest. Yeah, he's
his
the top.
toppiest.
It was Cho Togen.
Cho and Togen. They're the forerunners. They are the best in the team. They are the best.
I remember there was a third guy that was catching up though.
Was it me?
No, definitely not. I can't remember. There was, I think in terms of Vanguard, yeah, they're the top two, right? And then, but you know, like, yeah. So funny thing about Cho is that last year in Standard, I remember checking up on him like first round, and he lost, and I was like, oh man, that's gonna be a rough ride. But then, like every single round, he's just like won it, and this is Standard, so he made it to top 8. That's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy at Worlds. Kelvin top 4 Worlds last year as well.
Yeah.
With Pale Moon, so pretty slick. Steven top 8 like the year before.
Yes. Steven topped 8 the year before. It was Steven and Derek in the top cut.
Yeah. So yeah, Derek pretty darn consistent. He top 8 like the year before, like
Yes,
2 years
he
before
topped.
that.
He topped year. The year before that was his first Worlds, and he topped 8. Well, actually, that Worlds there was 3 people from
Andy, Mark, and
me, Mark, and Derek.
But Derek is like a 3-time top 8er, right?
Yeah.
3-time top 8er. So that's pretty crazy.
So if history repeats itself, the next Worlds he'll finish the same place he did this Worlds, and then the Worlds after he'll win it, right?
They're nearly there. He's nearly there.
Just 2 more Worlds to go.
Okay, it's like I think Togen definitely one of the top. People like underestimate Togen a lot because we don't have that many Europeans. We have like Solom
He
and
doesn't
Togen.
talk outside of. He doesn't talk in general.
Yeah.
He's a very quiet guy, but he just comes out of nowhere.
He quietly wins events.
Like he comes out of nowhere with his NLK assassin deck, he just assassinates people in the tournament.
Yeah, so I think that there's a lot of good players on the team. No, Duncan also top 8'd.
Duncan, yes.
Yes, that's right. Genesis the year before. So yeah, no, there's a lot of good players. There's a lot of good players on our team.
Best player? I don't think there is a best player, but it's a collective effort.
Yeah, it's a collective effort. But to be honest, it's probably me. I'm just
Says the guy that has less tops than me.
wow. It's because I'm busy, dude.
And I'm not.
Yeah, you just play FF all day. What the hell?
I'm playing FF now, not before. Hey, who's the one that got me into FF?
Yeah, I regret getting this guy into FF. This guy can't stop, and he won't stop.
Why stop?
Why stop? How stop? Okay, moving on to another question. What is your favorite mechanic, whether it be something like Lock, Legion, or Stride, or a keyword like Brave, Success, or Rescue? And it's from Slider5597.
Well, I can instantly answer the opposite of the question. The mechanic I hate the most is Lock. But well, you go first.
If I give the answer, then you'll copy my answer.
I'm not gonna copy your answer.
So, I think in terms of mechanic, if I say Lock, you can't copy it.
But do you actually like Lock?
I play Link Joker, so why would I not like Lock?
I played Link Joker.
Yeah, sure you did.
I played Messiahs.
Oh, you did, hey, you did. Okay, so if it was like my favorite mechanic was actually just playing the grade 2 game. But is that really a mechanic?
That's not a mechanic.
Yeah.
That's a playstyle.
Yeah. Also,
That could be your favorite playstyle. So we've heard it here, boys. Kai's favorite playstyle is being boring.
I mean, I never lost playing the grade 2 game, so that's why I'm so happy about it. But I guess favorite thing would be I think it'd just be Legion. I actually do like Legion a lot.
I like G Guardians.
G Guardians, yeah. Did you watch my video?
Which video?
The best mechanic.
That one. I like G Guardians so simply because it was perfect at the time that it came out. It was exactly what the game needed, like to expand the stride zone. Like Shriding was really really good, and G Guardians just I think perfected the mechanic.
Made G into good. Why do I keep on cracking this, dude?
I don't know. It's a girl. I like girls.
Okay, all right. So Legion for me, yeah. Legion was like the beginning of the game getting like
Yeah,
good.
the game fixing.
No,
itself.
well, going faster. So that's why I like it.
And then G Guardians came and slowed the game down again.
Okay. Here's a good one. What is the origin behind WCC? Okay. I'll answer this one. So, one day, Rurab messaged me, and he's like, "Hey, Kai, have you heard of Discord?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And it's like, everyone is making a Discord because everyone, like, and filling it with players, right? And I'm like, "Okay." And he's like, "Well, I know a bunch of good players around the world. What do you think of making a Discord where I get all of you guys together and talk about Vanguard?" I'm like, "That's not a bad idea. Why don't we go do that?" So we did go do that, and then we met everyone from around the world that Rurab knew, and then one day we're like, are you going to Worlds? And they're like, "Yeah, I'm going to Worlds." And then we realized that we're all going to Worlds, so we created WCC. That is the official beginning of a WCC.
Yeah, just a bunch of guys that united under Rurap that just so happened to go to Worlds.
Yeah.
And that was the start.
It started because of Discord. So we all thank Discord for we were discovering Discord. Okay. Here's a fun question from TF Armkun. That was from David Ping Ping, by the way, the previous question. So, TF Armkun, if the WCC members has to play one clan and one clan only for the rest of their lives, what clan would it be and why? I know Andy's one. It's Bermuda Triangle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Man, but for everyone else, okay, Norman before said Genesis, which sounded really weird, but that's what he answered. So he's a Genesis fanboy.
Is it because he wants to play the farming simulator?
I actually don't know what mine would be because I don't like OTT. Oh, we're out of hang on.
I think Kai is like the jack of all trades, master of none. That's the type of. You can just bring the whole thing here. That's just the. Oh my god, Kai.
That's you, bro.
That's just the type of player Kai is. He dabs into everything. He normally when it comes to teams, he's always the one that gets the leftover choices. Everyone gets the first pick.
I have to play the bad clan.
Yeah, same as me.
Huh? But your bad clan is like Bermuda Triangle, which is always broken.
No, it's not. Have you seen? I mean,
wow. Hey, last 2 years it's just been Bermuda Triangle.
I can like, well. Let's go with some of the other members.
Hey,
right?
Toby, I think is Gear Chronicle.
Toby, 100% Gear Chronicles. 100% Gears.
Derek is Pale Moon.
I think
It's Pale Moon.
he likes Pale Moon, but I think he's more DI.
No, but he's already won with DI. I've talked with him before. He's already won with DI. So he doesn't want to play that anymore.
But this is for the rest, right?
Yeah, so
Only
it has
one
to be Pale, right? Because you can't stop talking about Pale Moon. Good crack some packs, dude. You have to multitask. This is what you're a gamer now.
I'm a raider.
Okay, so Kelvin. Kelvin is no DI.
Yeah, DI.
100% DI.
Serious answer DI, troll answer Grand Blue.
No. It's 100% DI because Grand Blue has interaction, while DI doesn't, and we all know he doesn't like playing with people. So
Sure.
what is that?
That is the Steam Breath Dragon.
Oh wow, crazy. Mark, I think is Great Nature, right?
Yep.
Or is it Greek Chronicle Great Nature?
It's Great Nature. He enjoys them all.
Okay. Weirab is Aquaforce, I'm pretty sure.
100%. He's known as the original Lambros fanboy.
Alright, Daratan is Link Joker or OTT?
Link Joker.
Link Joker. Okay, alright.
He's the one that taught me to rush with CBD.
Okay. What about Dylan? Dylan.
Kagero.
Kagero? What?
Yes.
That sounds...
No. For Dylan, it'll be the most expensive deck.
So it's Shadow Paladin.
And then Shadow.
Okay, alright.
Ryan Kai, Shadow.
Shadow, yeah, I think it's Shadow.
Hongwei?
No, or is it DI?
No, I think it's Shadow.
Shadow.
I think it's Shadow. He's known for his shadows.
Hongwei is DI, I think.
Yeah, Hongwei's DI.
Because he's been showing it on stream, right? Yeah. Togen, I think is DI.
Togen's DI.
Solemn,
That's
Grand Blue. It's Grand Blue.
Not Great Nature?
If he had to play it, it'd be Grand Blue. And if you watch him, right, he just can't stop playing Grand Blue. So I'm pretty sure it's Grand Blue. his featured card was Grand Blue and not Great Nature. So it's Grand Blue.
Okay.
Oh yeah, because also he says like milling is broken, right? So Grand Blue will mill and use the waiting room as a second
As a
drop
resource,
zone.
yes.
Yeah, so yeah, okay, it's Yu-Gi-Oh, right? Okay. And then the Albert is Great Nature. Albert is Great Nature. Pretty sure Steven is Gold Paladin.
Yes. He loves Corin.
Oh, what about Duncan? Duncan's a hard one.
Genesis.
Is it Genesis? Yeah, okay.
I think it's Genesis. I think Duncan is Genesis.
Okay, Duncan's Genesis. Kevin Show.
Yeah, that's a hard one.
I know he doesn't play Link Joker. That's the one thing. Oh, but he did say which one he liked though. A while back.
What was it? I don't remember.
Is it Gear Chronicle?
Maybe it was Gears. Could be Gears.
But he hangs around Albert a lot, so it could be Great Nature.
I mean, he played Great Nature at last year's, not last Worlds, the Worlds before.
Oh, it could be A.
Because he played it. He played it with Solemn. Solemn played Great Nature as well.
But he could have been influenced by Albert though.
I don't know. Altmile.
Not. Oh, you mean that? Okay.
I don't know if I want to crack Altmile or not.
Kevin's a hard one. We'll have to ask him sometime.
He can comment below.
Yeah, comment below. If you watch the video, comment below. Bryson. The only thing I know about Bryson is Great Nature, and he messed up. So I think it's Great Nature, right?
Yeah. Bryson unfortunately has to be Great Nature.
Yeah. Sorry, bro. This is
Phil Bermuda.
Yeah. Phil's Bermuda.
Phil's Bermuda.
Bermuda. Do we miss anyone?
No. I mean, you can talk about Baga, and he's definitely Mura.
Oh, Baga, yeah, Murakuma. Yeah, he draws our stuff. Go check his Twitter out.
He
man.
drew the Lucia mat.
Yeah, hopefully you'll draw another mat.
Can't wait. I wonder what it will be.
There's been a lot of suggestions. I don't know which one it is. What should it be? Have we missed anyone? Let's check
We
Discord.
definitely miss people.
Yeah, I know. There's a lot of people.
There's too many.
Too many. Wow, what are you implying? Okay, hey, we forgot to answer the previous question. WCC Yu-Gi-Oh when?
Well, I'm like one of the few active Yu-Gi-Oh players still, so.
So Solomon apparently is playing Yu-Gi-Oh. So
Yeah, but I don't know, man. I don't know. How many YCSs has he won?
But it's happening. We do have people playing Yu-Gi-Oh. Hey, Darcy. Darcy. He plays Y Swords, so it's GC.
It's GC.
GC.
Because the one Vanguard deck he owned was GC.
Ken Takahara.
Spike Brothers!
Spike Brothers.
He likes men.
Jonathan Haptism. Yeah, we missed him.
He's Shadows.
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 Jasper. He can't play Kagero, I know that.
Isn't he just whatever the most expensive deck is?
So it's Shadows.
Shadows. You know, he has played Shadows. He beat me with Shadows.
Yes. Okay, it's Shadows. And then I think the last guy we missed was Mikkel. And I know the answer to that is girls. He loves girls. I think it's shadows.
And shadows as well.
All the Indos play shadows. Okay, so shadows. Okay. So that question is answered. What else? What other questions can we answer? Wow, Twitter's hard. Have you cracked the SP pack yet?
Nope.
Sad. All right, so I think this is a question from me, but it's from our friend Different Fight. Why did you pick Vanguard as the game to focus on content creation instead of others? Okay, so with that is when I first started making content, it's kind of like we needed someone to create content because otherwise it'll be like one podcast every week, and that'll be it. So they needed someone to create content, and it was actually pretty interesting because 2 years ago I had no idea on how to create content at all. I didn't know how to make a single video, so I was going to say this is a good opportunity for me to learn on how to make videos and do stuff like making content in general on YouTube. And I'm actually a very introverted person. You might not know this, but it's like playing outside your comfort zone, right? So that's what I did. And I guess just for Vanguard, when you play Vanguard, you have no other time to do other stuff. But seriously though, I don't when you get older, you don't really have that much time to do things, right? You have time to sleep, you have time to go to work, and then you probably have time for one major hobby and other stuff too. And in a way, Vanguard is my major hobby that I use to also meet other people and stuff. So I think it was just a normal just fitting in pretty well compared to making video game content and stuff like that. But I don't like staying at home and playing video games all the time. I like hanging out with my friends more. So
Same.
Yeah, Vanguard. That's a total lie.
I'm here with you now.
Yeah, Vanguard was just a natural fit, I guess. So that's why it was kind of convenience, necessity, and wanting to learn new things.
He says that, but Kai is also the person with the most amount of useful and useless knowledge about Vanguard. He literally knows everything. When we're building a deck and we're what if there was a card like this and Kai would know just that obscure card that we need.
I guess I'm also really consistent in that I don't kind of quit halfway, I guess. So if I'm committed to something, I'd just try and keep on doing it.
I'm committed.
Yeah, committed to Final Fantasy 14.
It's a great game. I'm on Elemental.
Okay. This is from Pudding, and we all know this question is gonna be pretty lame. Zen.
So you're telling us we can just skip the question?
How to farm a strong Earth Grid. There is actually someone who asked the same question as well. Or he's seconding this question. The way to farm a strong Earth Grid, this is from Grand Blue Fantasy, is to spend a lot of money, get a lot of gold moons, get a lot of Damascus bars, get a lot of grand weapons, and then just make a primal grid. Done. Screw Magna 2. It's time to make Magna grids, right? Okay, so that's out of the way. Let's move on to another one. Derek Dow. Who's your favorite WCC member outside of yourself?
You're answering this first.
This sounds like a very loaded question. This is Oh, okay. I figured out. Hey, it's definitely Wirab. He is our glorious leader. He can do no wrong. Yeah, I think that's correct. That's the correct answer. What about you, Andy?
I mean, you gave the correct answer. It's a Lord and Savior rewrite, man. Ooh, the last pack was the VR.
Oh, sick. But we still have no VR. How many VR packs are in the pack?
We haven't cracked any SVRs as well.
But there's no SVRs, right?
There is.
Really?
Yes.
What?
There is. There's also the SP pack.
Yeah, okay. Let's keep on cracking.
Man, just how many are we cracking?
I don't know. We're nearly out of questions. So we can nearly stop, I think, unless you want to keep on going. Okay, so I think this is the last question Yeah, I think this is the last question. This is from Can You Say G?
Oh, it's Seiji.
Yes. Sir. When will the Weirab story be made into a feature-length movie? Who has been cast to play Weirab in said movie?
I think a lot of you wouldn't know what the Weirab story is.
Okay. So I actually asked Weirab about this question because this is a very serious question. And he said he wouldn't be able to play himself, so that is automatically out of the question. So who can actually? He says the person who can play him has to be good at posting stuff on the internet.
I would have assumed it was Aquaforce, but
Yes, he has to be a good Vanguard player as well. But you can act that. It's a movie, okay? You can edit it. That's what stunt doubles are for, okay?
we're being the stunt double.
Yeah. So I don't know who could be a good person. I would have said me, right? But I'm not tall enough.
And you're not skinny enough.
Yeah, I'm not skinny enough. I'm too big. Okay, I'm too big. So can't be me. I really can't think of anyone in WCC that can be Weirab. Otherwise, Weirab just wouldn't be Weirab anymore. Like, I can't think of any good actors to be Weirab. Because I can't, like, off the top of my... I don't know.
What about Ryan Kai? That would be hilarious. That would be hilarious.
Ryan Kai is Weirab. Oh, wait,
That's a common. Ooh,
Ryan Kai is Weirab. He's got the same height.
I dropped the SVR.
Wow, you suck, dude.
It's still good. It's still good. The first SVR that we cracked is Royals. That means Kai's playing Royals for the next season.
Wow. Yeah, I'll play MLB. Alright,
Sure.
so Ryan Kai as Weirab, is that legit? I think it can be done.
It's pretty legit. Ryan Kai's. I think Ryan Kai would make a good Weirab.
Yes. Who else could be a Weirab though?
Who else could be a Weirab?
I remember we saw like Weirab-like people at some point.
Well, in WCC?
No, maybe not.
Are we only casting people from within WCC, or are we doing external cast?
Well, external, yes, we can do external. They can be like famous people as well. So I was thinking, okay, since if it's not Ryan Kai, I can't think of anyone else that can be a Weirab, right?
Yeah.
So then that means you probably have to you'd have to make an anime, right? So who will voice Weirab?
Ryan Kai. just imagine this: Ryan Kai as Weirab. That'll be an instant hit.
True.
That'll be an instant hit.
And the Weirab as Ryan Kai. Okay, so we need to get Ryan Kai to make this movie.
Next Worlds.
Next one, that's
Next Worlds.
Next Worlds. Okay, that's in 2 years though.
Well, we have 2 years to write the script and do the cast, right? I think it'll be fun to create something like that. Maybe you can get, just everyone involved in it.
Wow.
Go to Worlds, get people to,
You better get Solom involved. He's better. He's a good movie maker.
Oh, true. Solom's the cameraman.
Yeah.
Directed by Solom Vanguard.
Okay, so you guys better make it to Worlds. We need Ryan Kai to make it to Worlds. We need Solomon to make it to Worlds. Funnily enough, we don't need Weirab to make it to Worlds.
For Weirab?
Okay, so I think that is all the questions. Unless we got, that's about it.
Last box.
Last box.
We can wrap it up, I
This is the
guess.
last box, I guess. Okay, cool. So we cracked the SVR. Only one? Is there supposed to be more than one?
There's supposed to be one of each in the case.
Oh, okay.
But who knows? This might be the SP pack.
Okay.
in a box.
Which is the most worth it SP pack?
Gears.
Really?
Yeah. I think Gears is it's like, I think all the SP packs are pretty up there, but Gears is definitely the most popular because it's the main character clan.
Oh, okay.
I mean, next stage is cool.
Okay, so something's coming. Maybe it's another Neo Nectar Stride Fodder. Oh, it's just Inez.
Inez.
Lame.
You got my hopes up. I thought it was like an SP pack or something.
Unlucky. Wait, what does the SP pack replace?
It's the whole pack. It replaces a random slot,
Oh, just
like a rare slot.
Okay, alright, that's good.
Ooh, what's this? Steam Breath. Hey, I don't mind more Steam Breath. I mean, main character clan.
So this one is a, what is this? Starlight, oh, Violet. Okay, that guy.
Oh,
Old school.
he's 10k now as opposed to 8k. I like cracking this set. Just literally reminds me of when I got back into Vanguard again, because it was Gears, Neos, and Royals, and also like Novas. But who cares about Novas?
So we'll actually be doing something like this we'll try to do it every single release.
Yep.
So do you know when the next one's coming? In a month? Is it in 2 months?
I think so.
Yeah, so yeah, we'll put up another question and answer thing. This time it won't be so quick. But yeah, we'll put another one up so we can do another one of these in the future, and you can ask us basically nearly everything and we'll answer it.
Yeah.
You see, we answered food questions, we've answered funny questions, we've answered Yu-Gi-Oh questions, and we've answered some Vanguard questions. Wow.
Next stage, man.
Yeah, so yeah.
I'm gonna take you to the next stage.
Yeah, so Andy's actually a store owner, so if you're interested about like how it is about, you know, card shops and all that, you can also ask him about that. Do we have any doctors? You know, if you're scared about diseases.
We don't have any doctors within WCC, but we have a very close friend who is a doctor.
Yeah, so you know, just ask your questions, and we'll try and get some answers to it. And yeah, it should be pretty good. Hopefully, we crack good stuff.
if you're after any of these cards, they'll be going up on WCC-TCG. Hopefully, by the time you publish the video, the set will be up, and you can order these cards anything you want.
Yeah, so that was the last pack we cracked for the video, but there's definitely more stuff online very soon. So yeah, thanks for you guys. That was pretty good. Andy, you did well.
It's my first time.
And yeah, we'll see you guys next time, I guess. Well, I'll see you next time. I don't know if Andy will see you. You'll be in Elemental, right? Elemental?
Yep.
Which server? Yeah, okay. So
Elemental Data Center. My characters start with ENXR and like some random last name. You can just search me up and you'll find me. Feel free to drop by, say hi. If you need a carry for Savage, just hit me up.
oh, dude, you're throwing that out there. But yeah, yeah, that's where you'll find him. Not in real life, but in another life. In the isekai. And yeah, I'll just be probably on the channel tomorrow. So see you guys later, guys. Bye.